Hey guys, Gaston with Rough Country. Today we're going to install our hard trifold flip-up bed cover on this 2014 Ram 1500. Let's go over what's included. First off, we've got our bracketry that attaches our side rails to the bedside of the truck. Now they don't come assembled like this, they come in pieces. Let me show you how to assemble them. You're going to take your side with the knurled platform and a threaded hole, and we're going to lay it together with the side with the flat platform and the threaded bottom. You're going to want to make sure that threaded bottom goes below the bottom that does not have a threaded portion, just like that. Next, we can take our Allen bolt. We're going to put it in on the side that is slotted, bring it through to the side that's threaded, and just put a couple of turns on it to hold it together. Finally, we're going to take our knob and the portion that was threaded on the bottom, we're going to screw that in. And what that's going to do is allow you to set the elevation of this portion of the bracket that goes behind the side rail of the truck. Once you get it where you want it, you can lock it in with the knob and you're ready to go. Next up, we've got our drain tubes. These are going to attach to the barb on the bottom of our rail, and any water that enters this channel is going to exit through these tubes and out the bed. We include 3 Allen wrenches, all you'll need to install the cover. We've got our bulkhead seal. This is going to attach at the bulkhead just behind the cab to make sure that the cover stays water resistant. We've got our attachment hardware, which includes a carriage bolt, a knob, a wing nut, and another nut. These attach the pivot panel to the rails themselves. We've got our side rails. Now on the 6'4" bed, the mid and long beds, they are shipped in 2 pieces. I'll show you how to put those together in just a minute. As you can see here, this one is fully together. And finally, we've got the cover itself. Now, let me show you how to connect the 2 pieces of the rail. All right, first thing we're gonna do is make sure we've got both of the same side, which we do. We're gonna take our shorter side, and this is the connector. We take our Allen wrench that we supply, and we're gonna loosen this bolt. Just a couple of turns, back it off. That should be enough. And now, here's the receiver, and here's our bracket that's gonna slide in. We line those up and simply snap them together. Once we do that, we're gonna tighten this bolt, and the 2 pieces become 1. We'll go ahead and attach our bulkhead seal on the bulkhead, then we'll be ready to attach our rails. All right, for the bulkhead seal, we'll simply remove the backing and lay it in place. We're going to start where the bedside and the bulkhead meet. Set it down, just tap it into place. You want to avoid stretching it out. Just let it lay as it does. We'll go all the way across the bulkhead, and if there's any excess, we'll cut it off on the other end. Now we're going to set the rail in place, and we will get the clamps and bolt it down. But first, let me show you how the clamps attach to the rails themselves. If you look on the rail, there's a channel that runs along the bottom. There are notches cut out in the channel itself. That is to receive your bracket. You'll slide it up into place and then over to make sure it stays secure. We'll do that at each point. On this bed, there are 4 of them. The knurled portion is going to go up behind the bedside, just like that, and it's going to clamp the rail to the bedside. And we're going to take our bracket, put it in the channel, slide it back just like that, and we'll repeat that 3 more times on this side, and then we'll move over to the driver's side. All right, now we'll tighten these down. And repeat the process on the driver's side. Now we're ready to install our drain tubes. We're simply going to slip them over the brass burr, and we're going to route them into this existing hole. The water will drain down onto the ground and not into our bed. Slip it over the barb, just like that, into the hole. Make sure it's not kinked when you're done. You want a nice transition, just like that. Let's get it set in place initially, and then we'll line everything up. The first thing we're going to want to do is take this seal that's on the pivot panel, flip it out so that it drops between the bulkhead and the cab. And that's just going to help us further weatherproof the whole thing. like that. All right, now we're gonna take our carriage bolts and drop those in from the top. They're gonna pass through a slot in the rail. If you're having trouble aligning them, simply take a screwdriver, drop it through the hole, make sure that that screwdriver makes it through the slot, and then you can drop in your carriage bolt. All right, now I'm gonna flip the panel up. What that's gonna do is gonna put weight on our front panel, and then I can install our knobs and our wing nuts to secure it in place. Now we're going to clip our safety straps onto the rail. There's a slot in the rail just past the first panel, and they simply click into place. Now this cover can run in 3 positions. Fully covered like we have here, you can fold it up to the first panel like a standard trifold cover, or you can flip it all the way up, giving you full access to your entire bed. And that's all it takes to install our hard trifold flip-up cover on the 09 to 18 Ram 1500 and the 10 to 24 Ram 2500. So get your bed cover today at roughcountry.com.